Hey guys, it's Hallow back with another video. Today we're in NCAA 14 or Georgia Universe. This season is the 2020 college football season. So we're gonna hop into bowl games right now. We'll have the other information and everything that's going on later. Let's hop into this first game. See, we got Virginia Tech 8-3 versus 8-3 ranked 10th Virginia. Virginia's ranked 10th. Virginia Tech is ranked 21, and I'll show you the schedule for both teams, see what we're looking at, and let's hop into it.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. We're thrilled you could join us today for the battle for the Commonwealth Cup. And now it's time for the coin toss. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. This offense has really stalled on their last 2 trips to the red zone. Passes left, gets it out to the halfback. He's tackled around the 7-yard line. Give to the tailback. Touchdown, V-Tech.
Touchdown, Max Hall. Virginia Tech scores first.
The receiver falls incomplete.
And they get the stop. Let's see what Virginia can do now. So after the last drive, Virginia getting the stop, they got the ball. Let's see what Charlie Foster can do. Virginia's quarterback takes a hike, throws it, only gets 6 yards. Looks like they're stopped.
Just set a new high water mark for career passing yards here.
See the best quarterback they've ever seen around here? You
Man,
can
who
make a pretty
knows?
good argument.
It's second down.
Charlie Foster under center. Toss to the running back.
They're going to pitch it.
He gets stopped. Kevin Taylor, the running back, gets stopped. 3rd and 2. Charlie Foster takes the snap and shotgun and gets 10 yards for the first down. 1st and goal. They're going to go in no huddle. Charlie Foster and shotgun again. And he throws an incompletion. Touchdown, Kevin Taylor.
This is what an offensive line.
Virginia ties the game. Well, not ties at 6-7, but they're probably going to make the extra point, so I count it as a tie. 3rd and 6. Virginia Tech needs this first down. The quarterback gets sacked. Tim Walker gets sacked by Brian Bridges.
Because sacks can wide out.
Nice catch. First down. He's knocked out.
Good job.
Tim Walker under shotgun. Throws it to his running back. Gets a touchdown. Jermaine Stratton, 10-yard touchdown. Virginia Tech. What a great pass by Tim. And Virginia will go 3 and out. So Virginia Tech has the ball again. Tim Walker's running.
They'll bring him down right around the 2-yard line.
They'll get a couple yards. 2nd and goal.
Touchdown,
Lawrence Murphy. Virginia Tech up 23-10 in the 3rd quarter. Curtis Foster and Virginia down 14. They need this first down. 3rd and 9. He's going to throw it. Incomplete.
He scrambled. And he can't get away from the
Tim
pressure.
Walker ends up getting sacked by Gabe Smith.
That's 3 down and 1 to go. Virginia Tech's lead is 2 touchdowns. And he's taken down the 5-yard line.
That's 4 yards for Virginia Tech. 3rd and goal. And Tim Walker gets sacked again.
Not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback
Hunter
just got
Robertson
hit
with the sack.
hard.
Third down by 17. Virginia, see what they could do. Curtis Foster finds his receiver for 5 yards. It's not going to be enough. And if Virginia wants to score any points, they're going to have to go deep. They've been throwing all these checkdowns all game. They get the first there, but there's only 5 minutes left. Curtis Foster under center, gives it to the running back, Kevin Taylor. He gets 6 yards. And they give it to Kevin Taylor again. He's been their main factor this game. He gets the first down. This play, he throws it. And Curtis Foster throws a touchdown to Corey Estes. And although Foster's had a really great career, having a touchdown career record for Virginia, this has not been a good game for him, as Virginia Tech has shut him down almost until now. 1 minute left in the game, 3rd and 2. Let's see what Virginia can do. Curtis Foster gets a first down. Corey Estes. Good play. Curtis Foster just throws it out of bounds. Don't know what he's doing.
Much better job of being able to
Curtis Foster throws an interception. And that game is over. Tough loss for his last game. Not last game, but rivalry game.
Going to do it. The Hokies get the win, 27-17. As we take a look at the highlights, Kurt, how would you summarize the action of this one?
Nothing adds to the pageantry of college football more than a good rivalry. This was a great game that should only add more fuel to the fire for next year's matchup. And boy, was it fun to watch.
Tim Walker leaves this game with MVP. That's a great win for Virginia Tech. Tough loss for Virginia.
And we'll see you next time.
Next rivalry game, we got 5 and 6 Penn State versus ranked 24th, 8 and 3 Indiana. We're gonna see how this game goes, man. Here's both of these team schedules to show you how they've been doing. Here's some of the major injuries. Let's get into this game.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. There is immense conference pride in the Big Ten. No conference I can think of has more games where they play for trophies, whether it's Paul Bunyan's axe, a little brown jug, an old oaken bucket. Somebody's always playing for something, but most of all, they're playing for pride. A great matchup coming in the Big Ten. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half. You might not find a more immense spectacle in college football. It's game day at Beaver Stadium, and this place is packed. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories.
Down by 14. Indiana has the ball on 3rd down. Quarterback takes the snap on a draw. Michael Lee doesn't get the pass off. Pass rush was too fast.
Nowhere to go on that one. The play was very
They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. And
Quarterback takes the snap.
this one
Throws an incompletion.
nice play by the defense to bring up
And
4th
Indiana
down.
gets the stop.
defender made it solid.
Down 17. What can Indiana do? Their offense has been awful. Hasn't done anything all game. Now it's 3rd and 13. Quarterback takes the snap. And he's running. He throws it. And he throws it right to his tight end who was next to him, and he gets tackled immediately. And after getting the ball back, Indiana's offense is on 3rd and 13 again. Let's see what Lee can do. Lee, the quarterback, throws it on the screen, hurdles someone, but Matt Jones does not have enough for the first down. Penn State gets the stop. And Penn State, their offense drive downfield. It's 1st and goal. Direct quarterback snap. Demetrius Phillips, the quarterback, goes for 2 yards. And what a catch. Penn State touchdown. Receiver caught it in contact. The receiver, Denman. So after the touchdown by Penn State, Indiana 3rd and 10. Can they respond down by 24? And Kurt Jenkins, the receiver, gets the first down. Entering the 3rd quarter, it's 31-8. Penn State's leading this game. 31, 8 points Indiana. Indiana gets the first down. Lee under in shotgun, gives it to the running back. And he's running. Matt Jones gets the first down. This has been one heck of a snow game in the Big Ten rivalry matchup. And it's snowing everywhere, so let's see. The quarterback still has the awareness and skills to play good football, which he throws the ball out of bounds because he can't see what's going on. And Indiana scores. Ben Hairston with the receiving touchdown. Micah Lee scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. Cut the lead from 31-14. Indiana ends up stopping Penn State. They have the ball, 3rd and 7. What's he going to do? Micah Lee throws it to his running back, and he drops the ball wide open. And in the second half, Penn State's offense hasn't done anything. They've been very stagnant. Matt Jones is going to get stopped for 3 yards by Craig Dudley. So let's see if Indiana can capitalize on Penn State's offense not being good this entire half. 3rd and 5. And it's incomplete. So Penn State has it 1st and goal. Their offense has finally done something. And they're going to score. Their running back ends up scoring a rushing touchdown. It's 37-22. This is Indiana's last hope. Down 15 points. He throws it. And he gets the first down. What a pass. Micah Lee. Ben Harrison's been playing pretty good also. Micah Lee, Indiana's quarterback, in shotgun. He throws it. And the receiver drops it. Running back Matt Jones for Indiana gets the first. Micah Lee gets sacked. Defensive end A.J. Mitchell with the sack.
Into the tailback. Nice run.
Scott Smith, 6 yards.
Gets 6 yards on the carry.
3rd and 9. And if Penn State gets this stop, it's over, man. It's over. Throws it. And he gets the first. Kurt Jenkins. Indiana won't quit. But with there being 4 minutes left, I don't know how much that's going to matter. They call a screenplay, but he gets tripped up. George Fort with the 5-yard reception. First down for Kurt Jenkins in Indiana. He hands it off to the running back. Scott Smith, 4 yards. Micah Lee, he gets stopped in the backfield.
We're looking for some solid north and south. And down he goes, right around the 8-yard line.
Penn State gets the stop. 4th and goal. This is Indiana's last shot. Let's See what Micah Lee does. He throws it. Touchdown, Lee Barnes. Micah Lee throws a touchdown. Indiana ends up getting the ball back, down 7, but it's 3rd and 16. Running back Mac Jones gets 5 yards on the play. This is it. This is it. Last play. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness! The Indiana Miracle! No way! And he doesn't score. Kurt Jenkins, if he scored, that would be so crazy. And they're hurrying up. They're hurrying up. He's going to spike the ball. 2nd and 10, Indiana. I didn't think they would actually be in this situation. He throws the ball away. No one's open. 3rd and 10. Don't let this go in vain. This could be the craziest comeback. You know, Penn State does have the better athletes. If we're talking about their roster. Oh, 1st down, Lee Barnes. First. They're going to spike the ball. 2nd and goal. He throws it out of bounds. Micah Lee. It's 3rd and goal. Indiana down by 7. This could be the craziest comeback ever. And he gets sacked. Micah Lee. No. They need to score on this play with 10 seconds left. 4th and goal. And they get sacked. That's the game. Indiana loses.
All wrapped up with the final score. Penn State 37, Indiana 30.
Demetrius Phillips, quarterback for Penn State, MVP, 396 yards, 3 touchdowns. Man, that was a crazy game. I really thought Indiana was going to win. He hit his receiver. I think it was 3rd down or 4th down. And he went for like 50 yards, man. And I thought he was going to score, but he just was not fast enough. The Penn State having the better athletes definitely saved them. Because that should have been that play, that should have been a touchdown, man. Tough loss for Indiana. Great bowl game for sure. And that final game score obviously being 37 Penn State, 30 Indiana. Next game, we have 2 SEC teams, so I'm happy to see that because I'm obviously the coach of Georgia, SEC, so I'm rolling with them. We have 3-8 Kentucky versus 9-2, number 2 ranked in the entire country, Tennessee. So Tennessee is the number 2 team in the entire country. We're gonna go against 3-8 Kentucky, but this is still a tough rivalry, man. Don't forget, this is a rivalry for sure. Tennessee had a loss to obviously us, Georgia, and a close game loss to Alabama, but they've, outside of those 2 games, really destroyed their opponents. Some close games, but these are a lot of top teams they've played. Kentucky obviously didn't have their best season. They had a lot of injuries this year, but when they did win, it was a great game. So we'll see what happens. And you see Tennessee has no injuries, but Kentucky has 2 running backs and their tight end injured. We'll see how that affects this game.
Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Volunteers are really hitting their stride. Look, I know they have a winning streak going, but more importantly, they're starting to play at a very high level. The expectations are going to rise. They'll try to make sure their performance does the same. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. See you at the half. It's time for some hard-hitting, explosive SEC football. These 2 rivals just can't wait to get on the field. And now let's head down to the coin toss. Brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
So we got QB Bo Nix. Last year he was a freshman, started at Tennessee, changed his number to 10 this season, and he scores a rushing touchdown on that read option. What a great play by the former 5-star. Kentucky happens to score again. So let's see what Tennessee does. Running it with Bo Nix.
And he's taken down.
He gets them 1st and goal. Bo Nix, his sophomore season, has developed to a great player. He's going to hand it off to the running back, Brian Morgan, for the touchdown. Tennessee is going to tie this game up. Now we get to see Kentucky senior quarterback, Roger Brown. And he gives it to the running back, but he does not get the first. But Kentucky ended up going for it on 4th, and Roger Brown in the shotgun. 13 seconds left. He's going to throw it. And 1st down. Ryan Brown gets the first. 10 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what Ryan does. He's going to rush, and he gets sacked by Carl Neely. And after Carl Neely, one of the best DNs in the nation, gets that sack, they're just going to kick a field goal and tie this game up.
He gets it up, and it's long enough.
17-17. 3rd and 5. Bo Nix in the shotgun takes the snap, throws it immediately to Travis Simmons. They do not get the first. They only get a yard. They get held to 4. And after holding Tennessee to 4th down, let's see what Kentucky does on 3rd. Is they give it to Lewis McDuffie, and he gets hit immediately by Edgar Sparks. Now Ryan Brown in the shotgun. Kentucky's 3rd and 7 right now. He throws the ball on the screen play, but it gets stopped. And this defense has been tough, suffocating. Bo Nix, 2nd and 5. Read option, he's gonna run. He's running. Touchdown, Bo Nix. What a play. This kid is future NFL talent. What a great play by Bo Nix to just run in there through the whole defense for 10 yards. Kentucky has it on 3rd and 4. Down by 7. Ryan Brown takes the snap, throws it, and gets the 1st down to Pat Alexander. 3rd and 6 again for Kentucky. Ryan Brown, he's running, he's scrambling.
Now he's going to run and watch out.
And he gets the 1st down.
Around the 22-yard line. Into their red zone struggles.
Kentucky gives it to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Lewis McDuffie gets the 1st down.
In the gun, 5 wide receivers. Fires out to his wide.
Lewis McDuffie gets 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Let's see what the quarterback's gonna do.
He scrambled.
Ryan's running. He's running, but gets taken down, sacked by Greg Simmons. On 3rd and 5, Ryan Brown takes the snap. They call a screen. He throws it to the running back. He breaks the tackle, but he gets stopped. Kentucky's going for it on 4th. 4th and 4. What's he going to do? Ryan Brown throws it. And it's out of bounds. Way overthrown. That might just be it. On 2nd and 5, Tennessee's just trying to cut the clock down. They're going to give it to Brian Morgan. He gets 5 yards. And that's the last timeout for Kentucky.
Our final score, 24-17. Volunteer. So what are your final thoughts on this one, Kurt?
Tennessee comes away with bragging rights this year, and I'm sure the fans and students will enjoy it just as much as the players. They were the better team today and added another great chapter to this rivalry.
Tough loss for Kentucky. That was the last, probably last game of Ryan Brown's career. Bo Nix since this game as the MVP with 2 touchdowns, 270 yards. And Tennessee's either going to be playing in the SEC Championship or the National Championship, depending on their conference ranking, but they're 2nd in the nation. Our next bowl game is a little surprising because I don't think I've recorded a single MAC bowl game, maybe one in one of the past videos. But this is a MAC conference game. 5-6 Buffalo versus 0-11 UMass. I'll show you UMass's schedule. Yeah, pretty tough season. 0-11, and Buffalo's schedule. Let's hop into this game. So here's both of their rankings. You see Buffalo has the 100th offense, 18th ranked defense in the country, but UMass has the worst, 126, and offense and defense. Or offense and defense is ranked 126, so that's pretty bad. There's the injury report. Both teams got a couple injuries. Let's see how that affects this game.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Buffalo's been hitting on all cylinders the last few games. They've ripped off a string of W's, trying to extend that streak. Keeping Big Mo on your side. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame.
Buffalo, New York, also known simply as the Queen City, where we're ready to bring you one tremendous college football game.
And now let's head down to the coin toss. Brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke.
So it's 3rd and 10 for UMass, down 9 against Buffalo. Joe Hamler takes the snap, and he gets sacked. Jeremy Horton on the sack. 3rd and 10, Buffalo has the ball. Quarterback gives it to the running back. He gets 3 yards. UMass gets the stop. 3rd and 12. UMass down by 12. Joe Hamler takes the snap and he throws it, and it's intercepted. In the corner is going to take it for 6. Touchdown, Buffalo. Shout out to 38 Grant for making this play. What a play from Buffalo, man. Already. 3rd and 4, Buffalo. Let's see what they do. And he throws it, and it's an interception. UMass gets the interception this time. And UMass has been completely unable to do anything on offense. Buffalo gets the ball back. Quarterback throws it. The tight end drops it though. 2nd and 10. Running back runs and gets a first. 1st and goal. Quarterback takes it. He throws it. Gets a couple of yards. And tight end wide open. Chris Warren gets tackled at the 1-yard line. And Darius Whitfield gets sacked. Joe Hamler on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Throws it. And the running back, Anthony Oliver, gets 2 yards as they get stopped. 1st and goal by Buffalo, up by 29 points. 3rd quarter. He gives it to the running back, but he gets stopped. Barrett Grant had no space. 2nd and goal. Let's see what Buffalo does. They're going to give it back to the running back. He gets stopped. 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Quarterback takes the snap. Throws it. Oh, and he didn't get his feet in. That would have been a touchdown. Right in the corner. 2nd and 7. Buffalo up 32. They're running an option play. The quarterback's going to run. Great block by their tackle, and it's a touchdown for Darius Whitfield. Down 39 in the 3rd quarter. Joe Hamler takes the snap. He throws it. And the tight end does not get enough for the first. 4th and inches. Up 45-0. Buffalo has their backups in for the 2nd quarter. 4th quarter, my bad. 4th quarter. Quarterback throws it. Not enough for the first, though. And Joe Hamler and UMass managed to march down, but this drive they've been getting stopped. His last 2 plays, and he throws it. It's incomplete.
Yeah, really good hit.
And UMass is actually going for it. Their quarterback, Joe Hamler, in shotgun. He's had a pretty bad game with 2 interceptions, and he's going to throw it incomplete.
When the first down marker is that far away, someone's got to step up and make a play on 4th down.
And UMass gets the ball back, another chance to do something. Let's see what they do this time. Joe Hamler gets sacked.
As an offensive lineman, this is the worst thing that you want to see.
Kyle Wilson with the sack. 3rd and 8 Buffalo. This game's pretty much, not even pretty much, but it is over. And they barely stopped their running back as he broke 2 tackles to get it 4th and inches.
Performance, one for the books. We expected it to be great, and it was.
Isn't it fun when you know coming into a game that you think a player might be able to kind of step up and separate himself from the rest of the pack? And
Darius Whitfield wins MVP, 300 yards, 3 total touchdowns, in this absolute blowout of the game. Final score, 45 Buffalo, 0 UMass. Next up, we got 5-5 West Virginia versus 6th ranked 9-1 TCU. Big 12 matchup, Big 12 rivalry. We'll see how this game goes. You know, TCU's had a great season. They're 9-1. They lost 1 game to Baylor, 24-28. But other than that, they've been pretty much taking everybody out. They've had some close games, but this is 100% one of the best teams in college. West Virginia had a bit of a down year. They played a lot of great teams like Ohio State, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Baylor. They took them down. Texas Tech, but they've got some big wins like against Kansas, 44-7, and Iowa State. I think that's Iowa State University, 31-9. So definitely 2 pretty nice teams. We'll see how this game goes. West Virginia versus TCU. And here's some of the injuries. West Virginia has 3. Their strong safety and receiver out for the season. Right guard out for 3 weeks. Their TCU, they got their left tackle out for the season, and their receiver, Jay Newton, he's got a broken ankle. So we'll see how that affects this game, but who knows what could happen.
14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. These 2 Big 12 rivals know each other very well. Maybe the key to this game, who will be able to break tendency. I mean, when you've been scouted as much as these 2 teams have, you've got to come up with a wrinkle or 2 if you want to be effective.
Next thing, Morgantown, West Virginia, and Mountaineer Field is the site for today's game. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
West Virginia leading 7-0. It's 3rd and 10 TCU ball. They're going to hand it off to their running back. He's going to get stopped. 3rd and 4 TCU's ball. Quarterback throws it. Julian Dixon throws it out of bounds. And TCU's offense has been pretty stagnant. We'll see if they can do something. 3rd and 10. He throws it out of bounds.
He's come up short here on 3rd down to be able to pick up this 1st down, but at least they're in field goal range.
2nd and 10. Can Julian Dixon, the quarterback, finally score? He throws it. Receiver gets 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Julian Dixon throws it. The running back gets started. Mark Nixon. They're probably going to have to take 3. 3rd and 12 for West Virginia. They're up 1 point. Her quarterback takes the snap. He throws it. And he gets 7 yards, but it's not enough for the first. 1st and goal, West Virginia. Let's see what they do. Hand it off to the running back. Jeff Owen gets 5 yards. Now they're running hurry up. Quarterback scrambles. Gets sacked for 4 yards. Reggie Marshall. They call the timeout. It's 3rd and 4. TCU gives it to the running back. And he gets stopped in the backfield by Khalif Davenport. 3rd and 4. Quarterback throws it. And the receiver breaks 4 tackles. 5 tackles. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy play by the tight end. He shouldn't have got that first. The defense had all the pursuit angles in the world, but he broke 5 tackles. And after that crazy play, West Virginia gets another shot to score. It's 1st and 10. He's gonna pitch the ball. Runner back's running. Jeff Owen gets 12 yards on that pitch. Now it's 1st and goal. And Reggie Marshall loses 2 yards. 2nd and goal. Marshall takes the snap. And he gets sacked for 5 yards by Andrew Joseph. 3rd and goal. Marshall takes the snap. He throws it. Receiver catches it. And it's just shy of the end zone, man. Like a yard away. And due to them being so close to the end zone, West Virginia's going to go for it on 4th. What's the quarterback going to do? He should have just ran. He throws the ball into coverage. Almost an interception. And they get no points. It's 3rd down. West Virginia got a safety and a touchdown. So it's 3rd and 12 for TCU, down 10 points. He throws it, and he's just shy of the 1st down. 4th and 1, they get stopped. Julian Dixon fought his way downfield. He's going to hand the ball off to his running back. Lyman doesn't get enough of that DB, and they lose yards. Now it's 2nd and goal. Runs a read option. He's running. Julian Dixon does not get into the end zone. He's just shy. He gets 2 yards. 3rd and goal. He breaks 2 tackles. And Julian Dixon scores the touchdown. What a score. When I lost all hope for TCU, Julian Dixon makes a heck of a play. Now it's West Virginia's ball. Scores 19-16. Pitches it to the running back. Jeff Owen gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Quarterback passes it. And he finds Robert Sims for the touchdown. Adding the score from 19-16 to 24-16. 3rd and 8, down by 10 points. Julian Dixon, play action. He's going to throw it. Throws it into coverage. Almost an interception. 4th and 8 now. And after TCU took a field goal instead of going for it, West Virginia's marched down. And even after losing yards, it's looking like they're going to win this game as TCU has no timeouts.
And the ball game's over. The Mountaineers get the victory, 26-19.
Reggie Marshall, MVP, 438 yards, 3 touchdowns. West Virginia gets the upset win against TCU. That was a tough game, man. I mean, both teams' defenses were just on a roll until that 4th quarter. I guess their defenses got tired and both teams started scoring, but West Virginia just happened to score more. Next rivalry game, we got Minnesota versus Michigan State. Minnesota is 7-4. Michigan State is also 7-4. I'm going to show you both of their schedules. You see Michigan State, they have had pretty much a good season. They had some tough losses, like the one against Ohio State, obviously. Losing 24-40 is not ideal, but I mean, this is a great team. Not as good as they were last year. Last year they were, I think, a top 5 team in the nation. So they lost a lot of players to the draft. Still a great team. Minnesota also had a bit of a down year. But we're going to see how these teams do in this big game. Here's some of the injuries. Minnesota's right outside linebacker and free safety are both probable. And Michigan State's left tackle and left guard are both probable.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Pregame festivities just about over. Players about to head to their sideline. Just about set for action in the Big Ten. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
Minnesota, home to their new stadium, and what is sure to be a great game. And now let's head down to the coin toss, brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Is up by a touchdown.
It's 3rd and 8. Minnesota's up by a touchdown. We got Blake Wright, one of the top quarterback prospects. He throws it. Touchdown. And that's why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the nation.
Here's just another notch in what's been an outstanding career.
Last year he was super dominant. This year he's been dominant. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota has the ball back. Blake Wright calling the snap. He's in shotgun. He throws it. And it's intercepted.
Just when it looked like this offense might be able to put this game out of.
Now we got quarterback Nick Fuller on our center. He's the Michigan State quarterback last year. They get 2 yards. Nick Fuller in shotgun. 2nd and 8. They're calling a screen. The runner back, Nick Swain, gets 1 yard. 3rd and 7. He throws it. Michael Barber gets 4 yards, but it's not enough for the first. And Minnesota up 11 points. It's 3rd and 10. Let's see what they do on this play. Blake Wright throws it, and he gets the first down. Great pass. Nick Fuller just threw an interception, and now Minnesota has the ball. Blake Wright throws it, gets 6 yards, and they're gonna run a no huddle. Play action, finds his receiver wide open. First down. 1st and 10. The runner back scrambling. He ends up getting around 15 yards. Josh Carter, the running back, running no huddle again. They're going to give it back to the running back. Josh Carter gets 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6. Blake Gunner takes it. He throws it. And it's 1st and goal. Blake Wright is having a game, man. Blake Wright is balling. And 1st and goal, let's see what they do. They call an option play. He never gets it to the back. 2nd and goal. Blake Wright is in an option play again, gets it to the running back. Mike Cook scores the touchdown.
There are some guys, when they get near the goal line, they just
3rd and 3, Michigan State. Down 25 points, he throws the ball. Gets the first down. Nice pass from Nick Fuller. They're going to run a no huddle. Hikes the ball.
And here's a quick throw.
And that's almost intercepted. 2nd and goal, they get it to their running back. He gets 3 yards. And on 3rd and 7, let's see what Nick Swan does. He throws it to their back. He does not get enough yards.
loss of 1.
They really just didn't.
2nd and 9, Minnesota ball. Gives it to the running back, and he gets stopped in the backfield. 3rd and 10, Blake Wright throws it, and it's a touchdown to Eric Moore, the receiver. And what a game Blake Wright is having, man. He is balling out of his mind. Michigan State is 1st and goal. Nick Fuller takes in shotgun. He throws it, and the receiver gets 5 yards. And Michigan State's in the hurry-up offense. 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. He throws it, and it's a touchdown to Demetrius Nelson.
That touchdown toss gives him the team's career record in that department.
Here's just another notch in what's been an outstanding career. It's sort of hard to comprehend how good he's been for so long.
3rd and 14. Minnesota's up 42-24 with the ball. And they just barely don't get the first 13-yard reception by Eric Moore, but it's not enough. Now it's 1st and 10. Michigan State has the ball. Let's see what Fuller does. He throws another touchdown. So Fuller's starting to score in this second half a lot more, especially this 4th quarter, but they're down 12 points. And Blake Wright has marched downfield. 2nd and 3. Let's see what they do. They call an option play. Get it to their running back. He's running. Touchdown, Josh Carter. Another score for Minnesota, now 48 points. And Nick Fuller will not give up. It's 1st and 10. And he throws it. And it's a touchdown, Chris Watson. What a high-scoring football game, man. Hey, man, I don't know about y'all, but I love high-scoring football games, bro. That's my style of play. I love to watch those games, even if it's a blowout sometimes. I mean, I love to see a great game, but this is a great game. Now it's 3rd and 5, Minnesota ball. They're going to give it to their running back, and he barely gets stopped. He almost got the first, just barely got stopped, 4th and inches. Nick Fuller with little to no time left. Under center, he throws the ball. It's almost intercepted. Now in shotgun, down 12 points, 49-39. He throws it, and it's intercepted. That's the game.
Michigan State's really excited to watch.
Tough loss for Nick Fuller in his last Rivalry college football game of his career. What a great game by Blake Wright.
Right, the star of the game, Kirk. It's as simple as that. He played a great game. The whole team
512 yards, 5 touchdowns for Blake Wright. What a game. And that's why I said at the start of the game, he's one of the top prospects entering this next NFL draft. Because he is. He's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in this draft. Maybe not the top quarterback, but one of the top quarterbacks. We might see him on an NFL team as a starting quarterback in a couple years from now. Who knows? I could be wrong. When he's imported into, Madden 25, we might see Blake Wright on his starting, on a team as the starting quarterback. But yeah, that's a win for Minnesota. What a great game. 49-37 win for Minnesota. Tough loss for Michigan State. And next up, we have 4-7 Pitt versus 6-5 Miami. Pitt for sure had a down year. Miami also had a bit of a down year. Miami was actually ranked 4th in the nation. And they had this overtime win over UNC. They destroyed Duke. We were on a run, and then they lost to FSU by 2 points. Then they lost to Notre Dame by 28 points. And they got whooped by Georgia Tech, and then they just went on a big losing streak. But Pitt has not had their best season, obviously, losing to FSU, Clemson. They managed to beat Notre Dame 42-17, which was a big upset win. And they managed to beat number 3 Georgia Tech 42-23. So they've shown they could beat really good teams, but I don't know if it was because of injuries or what happened, but they went on to lose their last 3 games against Virginia Tech, Duke, and UNC. But we'll have to see what happens, bro. We'll have to see what happens. let's hop into this game, man. Let me check the injuries real quick. So Pittsburgh, their middle linebackers out for the season, their D tackles out for the season, and their backup D tackles out for 4 weeks. And then Miami, the right tackle is questionable with a torn tricep. Receiver S. Williams, he's out for 4 weeks, and the runner back Cox, he's out for 2 weeks. And it's a snow game. Got another snow game.
NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan.
And of course it's in Pittsburgh because you would not ever have a snow game in Miami. That would be wild. So hopefully Pitt could win due to there being snow and Miami not being used to snow. Because I know they're used to complete heat.
Get with you at halftime. This game's taking place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the steel capital of America. It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Alright, first and goal, Miami. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Pitt's leading by 3 points, 3-0.
He's on the run.
And the quarterback's running, but Jeff King gets sacked. Quarterback in the shotgun. Second and goal. He throws it. Touchdown, John Beck. It's 3rd and 7, Pitt ball. They hike it. He throws it out of bounds.
When you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you
3-0.
want to do.
Pittsburgh up 10-7. It's first and goal. Quarterback hikes it. He throws it. Receiver's wide open. Touchdown, Pitt. Let's go. Let's go, Eugene Dawson, the quarterback with the touchdown. First and goal is Pitt. Gets the stop again. Gives it to his running back. He gets 8 yards. Second and 2. Hands it off to the running back. He gets the first down. Cameron Hawkins. First and goal. Hand it off to the running back. Eric McNamara. However you pronounce his name. Scores the touchdown. Let's go, Pitt. Let's go. First and 10 for Miami. And they get stopped.
The defense needs to be careful. Safe.
The quarterback tries to scramble but gets sacked.
The quarterback has to do a better job of
Down 17, 3rd and 16. Miami quarterback snaps it. He throws the ball, and he does not get the first. The receiver falls out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Quarterback throws it. Gets Pitt the first. First and goal. I'm at 1st and 10. Quarterback takes the snap. He throws it. Mark McIntosh gets 10 yards, the receiver. Now it's 2nd and inches. Read option. He's running. Touchdown, Pitt. It's 30-10. What a game Pitt is having. Now it's 31-17. 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. King, the quarterback, takes the snap. He throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Quarterback gives it to his running back. He's running. He's scrambling. And he gets taken down. Josh Gibbs gets 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Quarterback Jeff King takes the snap, gives it to the receiver. But he gets tackled. Only gets 3 yards. 4th and 3. If Miami wants any hope, they're going to have to convert on this play. They're running it. And the halfback, Josh Gibbs, gets smacked in the backfield. That's the game. And Pitt wins, man. What an upset. I mean, I guess I was right. I mean, Eugene Dawson, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, the Pitt quarterback. What a game, man. I was like in the beginning, before the game started, the only way I see Pitt winning is Miami gets a little too cold and not used to this cold weather and crap the bed. but it was really just Pitt's offense. They were on point. Look at that. Miami's defense was obviously bad. I don't know what they were doing in this game, so that has a lot to do with it. But Pitt's offense just knew what they were doing and were scoring. Miami's defense was very lackluster, and that's why they came out with the win, the big upset. So, good for you, Pitt. This next game, we got 9-2, number 14th ranked Florida State versus 6-5 Florida. Florida, they obviously didn't have their best season. They started off with a pretty good record. Then they lost to number 2 Tennessee. They beat Kentucky. Then they lost to LSU. Obviously lost by a lot to us. South Carolina beat them, and then Missouri beat them. So they lost their last 3 games. Before that, they were ranked. FSU, they were a very highly ranked team. They were on a crazy winning streak, even though they were close games. Crazy winning streak, and then they lost to Clemson by 2 and Boston College by 3. And now they're 14th compared to being a top 5 team in the nation. But we'll see how they do this game. We'll see how these teams do. What happens. This is a big rivalry, a big Florida rivalry. So let's go. So let's get into this game. Let's check out the injury report. So Florida State has had some bad injuries as they're losing their quarterback Jonathan Jones for 2 weeks. He was their starting quarterback last year and the 28 season. He was a freshman quarterback for Florida State when they won their bowl game against Cincinnati. Then their receiver, P. Parsons, he's out for 2 weeks. Their running back, Jay Brooks, he's out for 8 weeks. And Florida's receiver is probable. So Florida State does have some injuries. We'll see how that changes the landscape of this game.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Championships have reigned historically on the Sunshine State. Both the Gators and the Seminoles have claimed their share. Florida and Florida State getting set to hook up in the battle for the Governor's Cup. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
Heated rivalry game between 2 of Florida's finest football programs.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
3rd and 7. Florida's ball. Let's see what White does. Kelvin White takes the snap, throws it. And 4 yards, but not enough for the first. Kelvin White, 1st and goal. He throws it. They lose a yard on the play. Now they're running hurry up. Snaps the ball. Throws it. Touchdown, Scott Whittaker. One of the top receiving prospects. 3rd and 10. Kelvin White throws it to the running back. But he only gets 2 yards. 3rd and 10, Florida. Kelvin White takes the snap. He throws it. Kelvin finds the running back. Derek Jenkins does not get enough yards. One of the best running back prospects, but this Florida State defense is tough. A lot of future NFL players. 3rd and 10, Florida State. They have their backup quarterback in as their starter's been injured the past couple weeks. He throws it, and it's not caught. Brad Jackson, the quarterback, 3rd and 5. Florida State's up by 6 points, and he scrambles for the first. Now it's 3rd and 12 for Florida State. Quarterback in the shotgun. See what Brad Jackson can do. Takes the snap, throws it. Finds a wide open tight end for the first down. 3rd and 10 again. Drops back. And he gets sacked. Mark Smith on the sack. 3rd and 5 again for Florida State. Play action. Finds an open receiver. First down. 2nd and 4 for Florida State. They get it to the running back. He's running. Jonathan Henderson gets 4 yards. 3rd and inches. They get it to the running back. Michael Butler gets the first. 1st and 10. They run an option. Brad Jackson gets 6 yards. 3rd and inches. Read option. Brad Jackson, they cannot stop him.
They move the sticks after another first down.
He's just been running and running and running with these option plays, and Florida can't stop him. It's 1st and goal. Throws it out of bounds. 2nd and goal. The fullback loses 2 yards. 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back. He throws it. The receiver catches it. John Clark for the touchdown. Scores now 29-17. Florida State's up. Florida State now down 13. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback doesn't have time to throw, and he gets sacked. Kelvin White. And with Florida missing their field goal, Florida State's going to try and take advantage. 3rd and 1 with 5 minutes left in the game. Hand it off to the running back. He gets smacked, but he gets the 1st down. Jonathan Henderson. 1st and 10. Halfback runs. Gets 0 yards. 2nd and 10. Quarterback throws it on the RPO. Gets 6 yards. Nice reception by John Clark. 3rd and 4. Quarterback play action. Finds the tight end. Gets 1 yard. 4th and 4. Florida needs to convert. And it's incomplete. Kelvin White throws it to the linebacker, and that's the game. And with Florida State scoring another touchdown in this blowout, we're just going to see if Florida can do anything else. It's not the game I expected, knowing Florida State doesn't even have their starting quarterback. But you never know what could happen in these college games, man.
Fired quickly, and he's got his man. And he's tackled around the 30-yard line. He said, tackle after Houston picked up. And he's taken down around the 21-yard line. This one's in the books, and our final score, Florida State 40, Florida 17. So what are your final thoughts on this one, Kurt?
Nothing adds to the pageantry of college football more than a good rivalry. This was a great game that should only add more fuel to the fire for next year's matchup, and boy, was it fun to watch.
Jonathan Henderson, the running back's been in this game with MVP.
So that wraps things up for us.
This 2 touchdowns. And that was a tough loss for Florida. They started this game off hot. It looked like it was going to be a close game. And Florida State just kept getting stop after stop. And they ended up scoring off of those turnovers. And the end score ended up being 40 Florida State, 17 Florida. Next up, we got the Battle of South Carolina. The Carolina State. We got Clemson and South Carolina. Clemson is 8-3, the 22nd team in the country, ranked 22nd, and South Carolina is 7-4, the 23rd team in the country. So we got 8-3, 7-4, but their rankings are literally neck and neck. I mean, Clemson 22 in the nation, and South Carolina 20 and 23 in the nation. And then I can show you both of their records. You see, South Carolina started their season off 0-2. Then they went on a huge winning streak, especially this UMass game is insane what they did to them. They lost to Kentucky, which was a crazy loss. I didn't see that coming at all. Then they ended up whooping Arkansas. They lost one more game, which it was the number 2 team in the entire nation, Tennessee. And then they beat Mizzou, Vanderbilt, Florida, and Oklahoma. And then Clemson's schedule started off alright, lost to Central Michigan, so they really didn't start alright. They beat Pitt, they beat Virginia, then they lost to Georgia Tech by 1 point, then they went on a huge win streak, beating NCU, Wake Forest, Syracuse, Florida State, they beat them too, and then they lost to Maryland. So if they didn't lose to Maryland and Georgia Tech, their ranking could be a lot higher. Especially if they just didn't lose to Maryland, because they were on a win streak, and they ended up destroying Boston College, 66-21. So these are two tough teams. We're gonna see what these boys is about, though. We're gonna see what these boys is about. So let's see who's gonna win this game. We got quarterback Jay Sharp for Clemson. He's out probable, and the right outside line goes probable. And then Hoffman, the receiver for South Carolina, is out for the season.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Deep-seated disdain, condescension, accusations of arrogance, all part of the Palmetto State battle between Clemson and South Carolina. Kickoff is coming up.
Rivalry is always a lot of fun. It's the annual battle of the Palmetto State. And now it's time for coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
3rd and 8, Clemson ball, down 7. Their quarterback Sharp throws it.
He's in the open field.
He wasn't expected to play this game, but he's going to play through the injury.
More than enough to pick up the
They're running hurry up. He will have to be sharp, as this is an actual very underrated defense.
And they make the stop right around
With their linebacker on the tackle, one of the best in the country. They're going to keep running this hurry up. Quarterback ends up getting sacked. Like I said, their X factor, Mike Larson, that's their best player. One of the top defenders in the country, so watch out for him. Now it's 3rd and 15. Sharp's going to throw it. Touchdown! Oh my goodness. Stevie Ingram. What a play. Jeff Sharp. So, Clemson gets the ball back. It's 3rd and 6. Sharp has it. He's running. He's running. He's running. Sharp, what's he going to do? He's going to get the first. First down, Clemson. And they're going to repeatedly run the hurry up, run an option play. The defense is ready for it.
I like how the defense got all up.
Now it's 2nd and 12. Clemson ball. Sharp hikes it. He throws it. Gets 7 yards on the play. Quarterback Jeff Sharp hikes the ball again. He throws it, and it's intercepted by South Carolina. He's running. He's running to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown! South Carolina. Wow, being so close to the end zone, but throwing an interception for a touchdown.
Is up by a touchdown.
Now we see South Carolina. Her quarterback dropping back. Seward throws it, but he's going to lose yards on the play as the receiver gets hit in the backfield. I meant behind the line of scrimmage, not backfield. But now it's 3rd and 14. Let's see what South Carolina could do. Seward throws it. The receiver drops the ball. Drew Seward. I don't know what his receivers are doing right now, but he wants to win this game, and they got to lock in for him to do so. Now it's 3rd and 5. South Carolina ball. Up 10. Quarterback drops back. He throws it. It's a first down. Great pass by the quarterback. Drops back. And quarterback Drew Seward gets sacked. Pass rush was coming. Blitzing linebacker came and sacked him. Nick Robinson. Now it's 2nd and 17. Play action from the quarterback Drew Seward. Gets it to his receiver. Ben Graves gets 13 yards.
He's wrapped up more receiving yardage than anybody who's ever suited up for this team.
Good for him. He's always been a fierce competitor and a great talent, and every time he makes a catch, there's a chance he can do something big.
Now it's 3rd and 3. South Carolina ball with 2 minutes left in the second half. First half, but second quarter. And he almost gets it in the end zone, but receiver is right there. So right behind the end zone, it's 1st and goal. They get it to the running back. Mac Luke scores the touchdown. Touchdown, South Carolina. And immediately after Clemson turns the ball over, their offense has been awful this game. Mac Luke is running, and he almost gets in the end zone. Bulldozing. And he gives it back to Matt Luke, and they score. South Carolina touchdown, 30-7. And Clemson down 24 points. It's 3rd and 10. Let's see what they could do.
He passes it. It's caught.
They get a first down. It's 1st and 10. Clemson ball. Sharp throws it again, and he gets another first. What a ball. Now 3rd and 10. Sharp's not having his best game. 2 interceptions, but this has been his best drive. So let's see what he does. He throws it. Another first. South Carolina has not been able to get a stop on this drive. But they tried calling a screen, and that did not work. Almost ended in a fumble. But the last play ended up incomplete. Let's see what happens on 2nd and 10. He throws it to his running back. John Fine gets 8 yards. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. 37 seconds left. He gives it to John Fine, and he gets the first. Now 1st and 10. And he's running an option, but he hikes it with the running back being gone, and it's a fumble.
The defense wasn't fooled at all on the option, and it was their discipline.
Tough loss for Clemson. What a great drive just to be shut down with a terrible play by the quarterback. Now it's the 3rd quarter, still 31-7 with Clemson down many points, but John Fine's running. He's running and he gets taken down. That South Carolina defense is tough. Now it's 3rd and goal. Clemson ball. Let's see what they do. Gives it back to Fine, but Mike Larson, he gets there immediately. And those South Carolina linebackers are just tough, man. South Carolina 3rd and 7. Drew Seward drops back. He throws it to the receiver, Donnie Everett, but only gets 4 yards. 3rd and 3. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Sharp throws it to the tight end, and he gets the first down. Now 1st and goal. Let's see what Sharp does. He gets it to John Fine. John Fine scores the touchdown. The running back, John Fine's been doing everything he can to try and score for this team, and he finally does it. Now it's 3rd and 6. South Carolina ball.
He's going to try and scramble.
And we see Seward try and run and scramble, but he only gets 4 yards. Now Sharp marches down, and he's running. Checks it off to the running back, John Fine, for the touchdown. They ran a very smart speed option play and ended up working, tricking the defense, leaving Fine wide open on the pitch. And now we have Seward in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. He drops back, he throws it, gets the first down.
Perfect timing.
2nd and 2, South Carolina. They get it to Matt Luke, and he's going to run over the defense. Just runs over the linebackers for the touchdown. Seems unfazed. Now it's 2nd and 10. It's 41-24. This game's pretty much over for Clemson. And Jeff Sharp gets hit trying to throw the ball out of the sack. Incompletion. Now they're just trying to see if they could score. 3rd and 10. Jeff Sharp gets sacked again. And that's Matt O'Donnell, the DN. The Clemson's is actually going to go for it on 4th and 17. 2 minutes left in the game. Quarterback Jeff Sharp throws it, and it's incomplete.
More fun and points than Kirk and I expected. South Carolina 41, Clemson 31. As we take a look at the highlights, Kirk, how would you summarize the action of this one?
Nothing adds to the pageantry of college football more than a good rivalry. This was a great game that should only add more fuel to the fire for next year's matchup, and boy, was it fun to watch.
For sure a high-scoring game. Tough loss for Clemson. They've been, I think, 3-0 undefeated in these bowl and rivalry games for the past 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019. You know, 2018 they beat Oklahoma, 2019 they beat Oklahoma. And Matt Luke is going to end up with MVP as he was just unstoppable. The running back for South Carolina. South Carolina wins 41. Clemson scored 31, but it just wasn't enough to stop that high-powered offense. Next up, we got a big rivalry game. Number 7, 10-1 USC. So we got 10-1 USC. They're 7th ranked in the entire country. And then we got 7-4, 25th ranked Notre Dame. This is the type of game you don't have to explain. These are 2 college football powerhouses. They produce a lot of NFL talent historically and even now. And this is going to be a game. We can check both schedules. We got Notre Dame, their first loss being to us, obviously, undefeated Georgia. Then they beat Michigan, which they beat them last year in their bowl game, so they're 2-0 against Michigan. Then they lost to, who is this? Is this Stanford? I think this might be Stanford. No, this is Syracuse. They lost to Syracuse in overtime. Then they lost to Pitt. They got whooped by Pitt. Then they lost to Texas. And then they went on a win streak against Stanford, Miami. They whooped Miami. They whooped Navy. They beat New Mexico. They beat NC State. And then we got USC. First game against New Mexico State, 63-3. Absolute beatdown. Oregon State whooped. They beat Cal. Destroyed BYU. Overtime against Utah. 45 points on Tulane. 42 points on Colorado. Arizona State they beat, Stanford they beat, and then they lost to UCLA, the team they beat last year. So, both of these teams got a lot to prove, and these teams hate each other. This is a big rivalry, not just because they've been rivals for such a long time, but these are some real powerhouses. We're starting to get into the big rivalry games and the highest ranked teams. I mean, obviously I showed some other big rivalries, but now we're getting into the biggest ones. And let me show you guys some of the injuries. So USC, their linebacker, Pete Blair, he's out for 11 weeks. The right guard's out for 2 weeks, and their left end's out for 1 week. Then Notre Dame, their backup 5-star freshman quarterback, so Anthony Richardson, he is their backup, but he's out. And their right tackle's out for the season, and the right guard is probable.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. In college football lore, it has been said that the Notre Dame USC rivalry started because Luke Rockland wanted to get away from the cold in the winter. What's not manufactured at all is the disdain between the Fighting Irish and the Trojans. They are just about set to hook up in the battle for the jeweled shillelagh. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the head.
6 and at stake today, the jeweled shillelagh, a Gaelic war club. Let's head down to the coin toss now. Brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Down by 7, it's 3rd and 3. Matt Thomas, one of the top NFL prospects under center, USC's quarterback.
Steps out of bounds. And about
Receiver gets 1 yard, 4th down. And Steve Gallinger went on to throw 2 interceptions. One is a pick 6, giving USC the lead just like that. And they're not going to get this first. What a rough start for Notre Dame. Now 3rd and inches for Notre Dame. Down 17 points. Gets it to his tight end. 1st down.
Now they're in a great receivers.
Now it's 1st and goal. Notre Dame's ball. Steve Gallinger throws a touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 8 for USC. Matt Thomas throws it. And he completes it. What a great pass. Matt Thomas now in shotgun, 2nd and 2. Matt Thomas throws it. And they get the first down. Lance Lloyd, 3-yard reception. 1st and 10. Matt Thomas under center. Gets it to his running back.
He is drilled at the 13-yard
Gets 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Matt Thomas, he throws it.
Answer that quickly. They'll bring him down.
1st and goal.
Outside the goal line.
Now on 1st and goal, we're going to do an option. Matt Thomas scores.
There are some guys, when they get near the goal line, they just have a...
Notre Dame 1st and goal. Steve Gallagher under center gives it to the running back. Chris Wright gets 2 yards. Now 2nd and goal. Steve Gallagher gives it to the running back again. Chris Stewart, 2 yards again. This play, Steve Gallagher in shotgun. He hikes it, throws the ball, touchdown. Now it's 1st and 10. USC has it. Matt Thomas takes the snap. He throws it. Finds his tight end. Oh my goodness. He just jukes everyone and gets the first. In there and hurry up. It's 1st and goal. Calls an audible. Hikes the ball. Matt Thomas gets sacked. Melvin Richardson on the sack. They're going to hike it on 2nd and goal. He throws the ball. Touchdown. Matt Thomas with another touchdown. This game's gotten a little out of hand. 44 USC, 34 Notre Dame. Matt Thomas, 3rd and 4. He gets sacked. I'm at 3rd and 7, but yeah, he gets sacked. Now Steve Gallagher on 3rd and 5. He throws it, but does not get the first down. 4 yards, not enough. 4th and 1. Now it's 3rd and 9 for Matt Thomas and USC. They call a screen, but he gets sacked before he could throw the ball. Jason Landon on the sack that play. Steve Gallagher, 3rd and 6. Let's see what he does. He throws it, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on a pass.
Now it's 2nd and 4. Matt Thomas takes the height, and it's out of bounds. 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4. Matt Thomas in the shotgun. He snaps it, throws the ball, and they get the first. 14-yard reception for Alex Jones. Now it's 1st and goal. They run an option. He's running, but he gets tackled in the backfield. Defense was ready. Now it's 2nd and goal. They give it to the running back. Lance Lloyd scores. Touchdown, USC. Now down 20 points, 54-34. Let's see what Steve Gallagher can do. They give it to Chris Stewart on 3rd down, and he actually gets 9 yards for the first.
Just a simple draw.
Now it's 1st and 10. Chris Stewart throws it.
Quick throw, and they make the stop.
Seth Jones, 8-yard reception. 2nd and 2. They give it to Chris Stewart, but he gets gobbled up. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and 5. Quarterback takes the snap and he throws it away. Steve Gallagher, what are you doing? And on 4th and 5, they're going to go for it. But it is not enough for the first. Antone McCullum, the 5-star freshman, gets 3 yards, but not enough yards for the first. 1st and 10 USC ball. Matt Thomas takes the snap. And he finds a receiver open for a touchdown, Matt Barrett. So not only does he break the touchdown record for USC, but he puts up 60 points in this game. Wow, what a game for Matt Thomas.
A fun week for one team, a nightmare for the other. It's final.
USC 61, Notre Dame 34. Kirk, go ahead and just give us your reflections on this game.
Well, this rivalry game didn't live up to the hype this year. There's pure gratification on one sideline and sheer disappointment on the other. You can bet that the loser in this one will have this date marked in red on their calendar for next year.
For sure, a tough loss for Steve Gallagher. Matt Thomas had 5 touchdowns, 453 yards, winning player of the game, and he just proved himself. I mean, last year he was great. This year he was even better, but he just proved why he should be maybe a first-round pick in the NFL draft this up-and-coming season. But final game score, 61 points USC, 34 Notre Dame. In a rivalry game I thought would be close, Matt Thomas just proved himself and proved why USC is better than the ranking. And we're going into our last couple of rivalry games. We got 6-5 Missouri and 9-2, 8th ranked in the nation, Texas A&M. This will be a matchup. I mean, you could look at this and say, you know, A&M's the 8th team in the nation. They're 9-2 compared to Missouri. I'm telling you, these are both tough offenses. Missouri has the 21st best offense in all of college, and A&M has the 9th best. So we're talking points per game. So this is 2 tough offenses, and it's going to be a game. I mean, we look at their schedule. A&M started their season completely undefeated. They beat top-ranked UCLA. They beat teams like Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Auburn, destroyed all those teams. They took a tough loss to LSU, lost by 20 points. Then they beat Ole Miss, who at the time was the #1 ranked team in the nation. Then they lost to Texas, and then they end up beating Bama. And I don't have to explain to you how good Bama is. And then we have Missouri. They had a close game with the FCS school, which is not convenient for a SEC team or really any college team at the FBS level. But then they went on to beat Virginia, Texas Tech, destroyed Vanderbilt. Obviously got whooped by Georgia. And then they lost to Texas, South Carolina on a losing streak. Then they destroyed Kentucky, lost to the 2nd ranked team in the nation. And if you really think about it, they played the best team and the 2nd best team currently, which is crazy. Crazy strength of schedule. Then they got whooped by Oklahoma, and then they beat Florida. But they have star power more than you might think. I'm telling you. Do not sleep on Missouri, but I do have Texas A&M winning this game, for being honest. So here we go. Obviously, these great teams. Let's check the injury report. And Missouri has had a lot of injuries. Their cornerback, strained back, probable. Their running back, he's out for 3 weeks. Their center, probable. Left tackle, torn pectoral, probable. And then A&M just has one linebacker, D. Johnson, out for 4 weeks. So maybe that has a little bit to do with the record. But we'll see what happens in this rivalry matchup.
Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Texas A&M's looked great all season long. This team had a great consistency in its performance. As a result, they lead their division, and they believe ultimately they'll be conference champions. David and I are back at halftime.
Moreau Field and Columbia, Missouri. These fans are juiced up for the start of this game.
Just a board for Missouri.
Before we head down to the
Not
pregame
being
coin toss, we like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke tastes, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
I'm sorry, it was a corny Instagram song. Let's get back to the main focus, the game. So it's 3rd and 1, Missouri ball. They're down by 7 against A&M. They're going to hand it off to the running back, get a couple of yards. 1st and goal.
He's scrambling.
He's going to end up getting sacked.
Defensive end with this kind of speed is an offensive worst nightmare. Whether you're going to roll away from
2nd and goal, Missouri.
tight end or a running back, you're constantly
We're
concerned and
going
aware.
to motion him, give it to the back. And he is not going to get in there. Now 3rd and goal. Quarterback scrambles. Brandon Castillo gets the touchdown. And Missouri's going to get the ball again after getting a turnover. They're going to give it to this running back. He's going to run. Gets 3 yards. Robin Garcia. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gives it to Robin again. 3 yards. 3rd and goal. Gives it to Robin Garcia. And he gets stopped. That tough Texas A&M D line is no joke. It's 3rd and 7 for A&M. They got one of the top quarterback prospects, so you're going to see a lot of top quarterbacks in Joel Gross. He makes that play. And this team has a lot of talent, but Joel Gross is their main guy, their quarterback. And he's going to play action. He's going to scramble. He's running. He's running. Finally stopped. 17-yard gain. They're going to run a lot of hurry up. He hikes the ball. Throws it. And it's a fumble. Receiver gets smacked. And Missouri recovers it. A&M gets the ball back and they march downfield. Joel Gross takes the snap. He throws it. Touchdown to Jeremy Bell, top receiver on their team. So 2nd and 8. Castillo takes the snap. He throws it. And it's a touchdown. What a play. He just throws it in the double coverage downfield. His receiver goes up for it for the touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 16. They're just going to give it to their running back. They're going to run clock. 1st and 10, A&M. Joel's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gives it to their fast running back. He gets stopped. Marcus Alexander. That fast defense was ready for him. 2nd and 12 now. Quarterback takes the snap. Throws it. It's an underthrow.
5-yard loss on the play.
So it's 3rd and 16. Let's see what Joel Goss does. Takes the snap in the shotgun, gives it to the running back. Marcus Alexander's running, but he does not get enough yards for the first. Now 1st and goal. Joel Goss is going to give it to the running back, Marcus Alexander, but he does not get there. Now 2nd and goal. He's going to give it back to Marcus Alexander, and he's going to score. The speedy running back, man. Now 1st and 10. Play action. Missouri. They're going to throw it away. Now it's 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. Throws it. And intercepted.
And he's level at the 23-yard line.
And that killed their whole drive. Now 3rd and 2. Castillo under center. Motion, motion, motion. Hikes it. Throws the ball. Finds Olave wide open. 1st down. Under center again. Hikes the ball. Breaks it, sack. Runs. Fumbles and the lineman picks it up. Now 2nd and 3. And quarterback gets swallowed up in the backfield. Now 3rd and 7. Castillo in the shotgun gives it to their running back. He gets tackled.
Well, they try to keep it on the ground for the first down.
Now it's 4th and 5. Castillo throws it. Finds a receiver open for the first. Now they're just running hurry up.
Here we go. 5 wide receivers.
Quarterback throws it. And it's intercepted. What a bad pass.
He came up with a fantastic
He's looking for Chris Olave, one of the best receivers in college, but it's intercepted.
So the Aggies get the victory, 38-28. As we wrap this this game up, Kirk. What final thoughts do you want to share?
Not the route you might have expected, but that shouldn't take anything away from this win. Texas A&M didn't necessarily play their best game today. They let them hang around for a little bit more than they would have liked, but it's still a nice win.
That was a great game by Joel Goss. I felt like the offenses in this game really weren't that good. It was a lot more defenses. Jeremy Bell, the receiver for A&M, wins player of the game. 3 touchdowns, 187 yards, 9 receptions. And A&M's probably going to be playing in the SEC Championship. So good game, A&M 38, Missouri 28. And y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the Iron Bowl. Yes, sir. We got 6-5 Auburn versus 8-3, 11th ranked Alabama. I don't really have to explain this rivalry between these two Alabama teams. So we're going to look at their schedules. We saw Bama. They started off 3-0, beating Oklahoma, Georgia Tech, and Texas. They took a tough loss to Ole Miss. Blowout loss, actually. Then they went on a win streak, lost to LSU, then went on another win streak, and then lost to A&M. So not the best season. They did beat number 2 Tennessee. They beat teams like Georgia Tech, but they ended up losing to A&M and LSU and Ole Miss. So, and then Auburn, they started their season off 0-2, then went on to beat Troy. They beat Texas, Arkansas State, and lost to Ole Miss and A&M, 2 top-tier teams. And they beat Army, Arkansas, and they almost beat Georgia. Yes, they almost beat number 1 ranked Georgia. It was 43-46 overtime. And then they destroyed LSU. So maybe Auburn was just, I don't know if they had injuries, a slow start. But this Auburn team is way better than I thought. They almost beat the number 1 team. So we're going to see what happens. Let's get into this Iron Bowl. The rivalry of the SEC. So how about that Iron Bowl, man? I already know who I'm rooting for. When I first started watching college football, Bama was on the top of the podium, or at least one of the top teams, you know. So I'm rolling with Alabama. But last season we saw Trevor Lawrence actually lose to this Auburn team. Yeah, they ended up losing to Auburn. Injury report. 2 of Alabama's running backs are injured. They're starting and their backup, and both of them are actually, you know, NFL pro level, which is tough. Auburn's losing their left guard, so Alabama, they're going to have to throw the ball and pass well, because having your starting and backup running back injured is really bad, and who knows how long they've been injured for. Let's hop into this Iron Bowl.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. When you're born in the state of Alabama, you look up and you see either crimson and white or orange and blue. Choose a side and you never switch. Alabama and Auburn getting set for the Iron Bowl. Thanks for joining us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Now let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for all the action. We'll see you at the half.
These 2 teams will battle to see who can bring home the ODK James E. Foy Sportsmanship Trophy. And now let's head down to the coin toss. It is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Third and goal, Trevor Lawrence under center, gives it to their running back, Jaquise Carr, scores. Game now tied. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun, you see we changed his position to 12. He went 1 last year, but he's scrambling, and he's going to get sacked. 6-yard loss, Antoine Williams on the sack. Now it's 2nd and goal, Trevor Lawrence, he throws it. Finds a receiver open, Adrian Graham. Now it's 3rd and goal. They give it to the running back. And the 3rd-string running back, Jaquise Carr, with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now it's 3rd and 10. Gary Pope under center. He throws it, and the receiver catches it. Don't know what the Alabama defense was thinking. And he's in shotgun. Gary Pope hands it off to his running back, but he gets stopped. 0 yards on the gain. I meant no gain. He's in shotgun again. Gary Pope snaps it, throws it, finds an open receiver.
Good open field tackle.
Now it's 3rd and 1. It's 3rd and 1. See what he does. Snaps it, shotgun, finds an open receiver again. Quarterback under center, but he's gonna get sacked.
Man, these guys can be aggressive.
Alex Hall on the sack. Now it's 2nd and 12. Gary Pope. He's running. And he gets the first down.
The offensive coordinator has to be elated.
Now it's 1st and 10. And Aiden Hutchinson, the superstar DN, smacks the ball. In shotgun. Gary Pope gives it to the running back, but he gets hit behind the line. John Martin can't go anywhere. Gary Pope in the shotgun, 3rd and 11. He throws it. First down, Auburn.
The Tigers are looking for some new players.
Now it's 1st and 10. See what Auburn calls up. Running an option. But Alabama's ready for it. Tackle for loss, Alex Williams. Now 2nd and 13. They give it to John Martin. Aiden Hutchinson is there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 12. Quarterback. He gets sacked by Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson is on a roll already. 2 sacks, 2 TFLs, 4 tackles. Now 2nd and goal. Alabama's ball. Trevor Lawrence. He's running. He breaks the tackle. He breaks another tackle. And he's running. He gets some yards. What a play, though. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trevor Lawrence throws it. Finds George Pickens, the 5-star receiver, for the touchdown. Last year, George Pickens was their 5-star freshman receiver. He didn't really catch any passes against Auburn in their big game. And this season, he's coming on a different level saying, I'm not a freshman anymore. Hey, I'm ready for y'all. 3rd and 10, down by 10. Let's see what Auburn does. Gary Pope throws it. They call a timeout. Now 3rd and 10. Let's see what Auburn does. He throws it. Incomplete. 3 and out for Auburn. Now 3rd and 23. Alabama. Let's see what they do. He launches it. Oh my goodness. Touchdown. Thomas Willis. 30-yard touchdown.
He's taken apart every secondary they faced.
What a play, man.
Great achievement to show for it.
What a ball by Trevor Lawrence, too. Now 1st and goal, Alabama's ball. Let's see what they call up. Lawrence is just going to run. He keeps scrambling. He's going to slide, avoid a hit. And I don't know who Lawrence is throwing to, but he's going to throw it away. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Lawrence takes the snap, throws it to George Pickens. Another touchdown for George Pickens, the sophomore receiver. 1st and goal, Auburn. Let's see what Gary Pope's going to do. Takes the snap in shotgun. He's running, and he gets sacked by Aiden Hutchinson. 3rd sack on the day. 2nd and goal. Gary Pope throws it. Finds an open receiver. He's running. Oh, what a play by Leon Bowser, breaking 2 tackles, getting them to just shy of the goal line. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to get it to their running back. Martin scores the touchdown for Auburn. And with Alabama scoring again, Auburn needs this on 1st and 10. Gary Pope drops back, Finds an open
He's taken
receiver.
down right around the 6-yard line.
2nd and inches.
Now he tries to buy some
He's
time.
running. Gary Pope
And they make the stop
gets
at
the
2-yard
first
line.
down. In the shotgun, 1st and goal. He gives it to John Martin.
Shows some movement.
John Martin scores another touchdown.
Touchdowns on the ground today for this young man.
If I were the head coach of this football team,
It's now 3rd and 10. Trevor Lawrence in shotgun. He throws it. Finds a wide open receiver. He's going. And he almost scores the touchdown.
And for Lawrence, he
Right at the
stands
goal
on top
line.
of his school's single-game
200
passing
receiving yards for Willis.
every single pass he has
And
thrown
Lawrence
has
just
been
broke
spot
the
on today.
school passing
The guys
yards
catching the
game
ball have been pretty
and a
sharp,
record
too.
for Alabama of quarterback. 501 yards. 1st and goal. Lawrence throws it.
Fires quickly.
Pierre Charles for the 2-yard touchdown. And the 5th touchdown for Trevor Lawrence.
Blocking up front the entire game. And
4th and 1, Gary Pope on the option. He gets smacked. And that's the game.
More fun and points than Kirk and I expected. Alabama 59, Auburn 45. So what are your final thoughts
I
on this
mean, what a
one?
game by Trevor Lawrence. He had a lot to prove. Last year against Auburn, I think he had 2 interceptions. They took an L, upset loss. And this year, Trevor Lawrence wasn't having his best season statistically. Actually, a worse season statistically. He wasn't doing too well in the SEC. And he just came into this game with something to prove. 517 yards, 6 touchdowns,
That does it for this
31
edition
for
of
36.
NCAA Football 14.
What a
For Kirk
game,
Herbstreit,
bro.
I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
MVP performance for Trevor Lawrence. That's going to definitely help his draft stock. We don't know if he's declaring or not for this year, but he might. And yeah, I'm happy to see Alabama win this Iron Ball game, man. Very happy to see that. It's a heck of a game. And of course, I had to save the best for last. As we have Ohio State versus Michigan, the game. And this year we got 9-2 Ohio State, the ranked 12th in the nation, and 7-4 Michigan. And there's a lot of top recruits visiting this game, so you got Michigan's schedule. They started off, they whooped Memphis 41-17, lost to Notre Dame, lost to Oregon, and beat Virginia Tech by over 20 points. Then lost to Illinois, destroyed Marshall, beat Nebraska, and lost to Michigan State. Then they beat Minnesota, destroyed Northwestern, and beat Iowa. Then Ohio State schedule, they beat West Virginia, beat Boston College, destroyed Eastern Michigan, then lost to Wisconsin. And they beat Nebraska, Michigan State, they beat Oregon, they whooped Penn State, and then they lost to Indiana by a pretty bad amount of points. So losing to them by 16 isn't too convenient, but they beat Illinois, beat Purdue, and now it's time, bro. It's time for the game. This is the biggest game in college football. This is why I saved it for last. The biggest game, no injuries. So, but we do have some very highly prospects that are visiting for actually both teams. It says Ohio State, but both of these teams were actually recruiting all of these guys. So they're in a recruiting battle. And it's depending on this game. Let's get into it. The game. Michigan, Ohio State.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. To Ohio State, Michigan is that school up north. To many in Michigan, they won't even say Ohio State, just calling them Ohio instead. Both teams have defined excellence in their long and storied history, and the Wolverines and Buckeyes set to do battle in the game. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
lives here. History lives here, man.
You can feel the electricity in the stadium. It doesn't get any bigger than Michigan-Ohio State as far as rivalries go. It's back to the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Third and 4, Ohio State. Anderson drops back. He's running. He's running. He gets the first. 18 yards.
So they go on the ground and pick this up. It'll be hard to keep
And they give it to Najee Harris, their star running back. He gets 13 yards. First and 10. Read option. Oh my goodness, stiff arm, deadly from Derek. It's 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. Read option again. Derek gets 2 yards. And Derek actually got injured. Their starting quarterback, so they got the backup in. Sean Montgomery, the backup, is going to get sacked. And Ohio State gets the ball back, but their injury could very much hurt their team, knowing their backups in and their starters out. We're going to see him get some yards.
He gets out to about the 37-yard line.
3rd and 12. He throws it. Finds an open receiver. Not enough for the first. Now it's 2nd and 6. Read option. Montgomery gets smacked. 2 yards. Now 3rd and 4, Ohio State ball. We're going to give it to Najee, the star running back, and he's going to get them the first down. Ohio State now in shotgun. They're going to throw it to their wide open receiver, Casey Baker, for the touchdown. Now 3rd and 6, Jeremy Quinn, one of the top quarterback prospects. He throws the ball out.
Just throws this one away.
Don't know what he's doing.
Nice defense.
Now 2nd and 5. Jeremy Quinn in shotgun. He throws it to the receiver. He's going to get a first. They got the 5-star freshman running back in the backfield, Adam Johnson. He's going to get 3 yards. 2nd and goal. Jeremy Quinn's going to throw it. Open receiver Charles Spark for the touchdown.
Ohio's point lead.
Now it's 3rd and 8. Montgomery throws it. Brennan Nicholas with the touchdown.
Nice catch by the receiver.
Now it's 3rd and 2 for Michigan. They give it to Adam Johnson. He's running. He's going to get 4 yards.
Strong play by the defense, but they'll...
1st and 10. Jeremy Quinn. He's going. He's running. 10 yards. 2nd and inches. They give it to Adam Johnson, who gets the first. Now it's 1st and goal, Michigan. Jeremy Quinn. He throws it. Finds a wide open receiver, Charles Spark, for another touchdown. 2nd and 6. Michigan's ball, down 3 points. Jeremy Quinn has it. He throws it. And the receiver drops it. Great defense. 3rd and 6. Jeremy Quinn in shotgun. Throws it. Charles Sparks. He gets the first down. And he gives it to Adam Johnson. He scores the touchdown. Now 3rd and 7. Backup quarterback for Ohio State still in the game. Starter's injured. But he gets the first down as he hits a receiver up the middle. Motion. Quarterback in the shotgun. Throws the ball. Finds the same guy. Maurice McIntyre. And he launches this. That's out of bounds, Sean. Now it's 3rd and 1. He throws it. Finds an open receiver, Josh Hammond, for the first. Quarterback in the shotgun. He throws it in the end zone, and he falls out of bounds. That would have been a touchdown. Oh my goodness. In the shotgun again, he throws it, and out of the sack, under pressure, finds an open receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, to bring back the lead, 23-21. Now 3rd and 10. Jeremy Quinn, let's see what he does. He finds Charles Sparks for the first on 3rd down. Jeremy Quinn under center. Drops back. Finds the receiver. 6 yards, James Gibson. Now 2nd and 4. Jeremy Quinn in the shotgun. He throws it. Finds a wide open receiver. Jonathan Williams on the touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 10, Ohio State. Sean Montgomery. He throws it. And Najee doesn't get any yards. Falls out of bounds. 3 and out. Now it's 3rd and 4. Sean Montgomery. He gives it to Najee Harris. And Najee's going to get the first for Ohio State. Ohio State's down by 4 right now in the 4th. Sean Montgomery is in the shotgun. The backup quarterback throws it. It's out. 2nd and 10 now. He gives it to a receiver. Josh Hammond gets 4 yards on the jet. And Ohio State's looking to call a screen, but Michigan knows their play, and they're ready for it. And Najee has nowhere to go, as he pretty much follows him, the D lineman. Now it's 3rd and 7, Michigan's ball. Jeremy Quinn has it. Finds an open receiver for the first. He keeps going, and he gets 14 yards. Now it's 1st and 10. They're near the goal line. Let's see what Michigan can do. They're going to give it to Adam Johnson, the freshman. He's going to get them 6 yards. Quarterback under center. Probably a run play. Let's see what happens. They're going to give it to Adam Johnson. Adam Johnson gets stopped. 1 yard. 3rd and 3. Let's see what happens on this play. Adam Johnson's running. He's running. And he gets stopped. He was so close to getting in the end zone. But Ohio State fought with everything they had to stop him. 1st and 10. Ohio State down by 7. Quarterback throws it out of bounds. Now in the shotgun. Quarterback gives it to Najee. Najee breaks the tackle. He's running. He's running. Najee Harris, touchdown! Ohio State, touchdown! The game is tied. It's 1st and 10, and Michigan's looking to try and kick a field goal in this game here. But that's incomplete with 8 seconds left. Nice stop by Jeremy Marshall. Of course, Jeremy Quinn's having a great game, but let's see if he can end it right here. He throws it. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Jeremy Quinn. He launches it as far as he can. And it's deflected, almost intercepted. And this is going to overtime. The game, the biggest game in college football, the biggest rivalry game. It's going to overtime. It's overtime number 1. Let's see what happens. Michigan's ball. Jeremy Quinn, they call a screen. They get it to Adam Johnson. He gets 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Jeremy Quinn in the shotgun. He throws it. Receiver gets smacked, but he gets about 8 yards.
Every single pass he has thrown has been spot on today. The guys catching the ball have been pretty sharp.
Now it's 3rd and 1, Michigan's ball. They're going to give it to Adam Johnson. No, it's a read option. But Jeremy Quinn gets stopped. The DN or linebacker gets the stop. And Michigan kicked a field goal. So if Ohio State gets a touchdown, this game is over. Najee Harris running. Najee Harris! Najee Harris! Najee Harris! He did it! He did it! He did it! He ended the streak! They finally beat Michigan! Let's go!
And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game.
2 seasons back-to-back of losing to Michigan. Tough losses for Najee, and he ends his final season, his last game of his career. Well, not last game, but his last rivalry game. His last time suiting up against the Michigan Wolverines, and he wins. What a way to a game to end this video off, man. Absolutely crazy. Tough loss for Jeremy Quinn. You bought out, man. You broke the Michigan passing yards in a game record, 5 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough. Sean Montgomery, props to him. A backup quarterback comes in the game and beats their biggest rival in the biggest game of college football. What a story. And they win in overtime. 36 Ohio State, 33 Michigan. What a game, man. I really couldn't believe it. I thought the second Anderson, the starting quarterback, got injured, I thought it was over, bro. Not gonna lie. Najee Harris, he played his tail off. The backup quarterback, Sean Montgomery, he's forever gonna be a legend in Ohio State. Just insane, man. What a way to win. That's going to cap off the video. I hope you guys liked it. See you in the next one. We'll have the bowl games and all that. Oh, and guys, I almost forgot. We still have Conference Championship week, and I did want to show you guys that. So I am going to show Conference Champion week, but every game will be really short. Starting off with the SEC Championship. Georgia, undefeated, 12-0, number 1, versus 10-2, 6th ranked Texas A&M. Here's both of their schedules. Let's hop into this game. Here's the injury report. Right tackle, starting right tackle, Tristan Wirfs, Georgia Bulldogs, is out for the season. And the linebacker for A&M still injured.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Nice easy pace of warm-up, over. Better buckle those chin straps. SEC action about to start. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Brent Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
Now for the SEC Championship. And now it's time for the coin toss. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
You got 3rd and 6, Georgia's ball. Justin Fields takes the snap, throws it. T. Higgins, 4 yards. Georgia gets the ball back, 1st and goal. Takes the snap. He's going to run. Gets hit.
Fields is the kind of athlete that you can build your entire...
Now 2nd and goal. Fields is going to run again. Gets sacked again.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator.
3rd and goal now. We're going to get... read option. But A&M was prepared for it. They get the stop. Now down 16. Joel Goss takes the snap. And it's incomplete as he gets hit by Micah Parsons. Now Georgia marches downfield. Justin Fields takes the snap. He's running. 1st down. 2nd and 13. Read option. Justin Fields running. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another. Fumbles. And then gets it. Now 3rd and 10. Joel Goss in the shotgun. And he gets sacked. Nolan Smith gets there. He can't do anything. First and goal. They're going to give it to Jonathan Taylor. He'll get 2 yards. Now second and goal. Gives it to Taylor again. This time he scores. Touchdown. Joel Goss on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. And gets it to Marcus Alexander, but they do not get the first. Now first and goal, Georgia. Justin Fields runs. Touchdown, Georgia.
Outstanding run and great execution by the entire offensive unit.
And Joel, 3rd and 10, takes the snap, gives it to Marcus Alexander. And he gets smacked behind the line behind Kyle Hamilton, strong safety for Georgia. Now 3rd and 13, down by 37 points. Let's see what Joel does. He almost throws an interception to Xavier McKinney. 3 and out. One more chance for Joel against this top-ranked Georgia defense. Let's see what he does. And he throws an interception to Edgerrin Cooper. And he's running and he's running. And that looks to be the game.
Everyone has their eyes on right now, Kirk, and he comes with a lot of... Aaron, I think I can say we're glad this one's over.
Georgia are your SEC champions. They came into this game against A&M. We're the better team and showed it 37-0. Absolute beatdown. Still a lot of respect for A&M. They had a great season. They played in the toughest conference, made the SEC Championship against some of the best teams, if not the best teams in college. But Justin Fields is going to leave this game as the player of the game.
For Georgia, they remain
We're going to hold that trophy.
And for the Aggies, this loss will put a damper on what's been a great year.
Next up, y'all, we got the Pac-10 Championship, Pac-12, whatever you want to call it. Because this is, 2013 era, so this might still be the Pac-12, Pac-10 maybe. But we got number 4 ranked UCLA, so 10-2, number 4 ranked UCLA versus 9-3 Washington. Washington, they started their season off 4 wins, and then they lost to Colorado, Arizona State, and allowed Stanford to put up 60 on them. They did put up 48, but 60 is wild. And then they went on to beat Cal, BYU, Arizona, Oregon State, Washington State, and went on a pretty great win streak. UCLA, they lost their first game to Texas A&M, the team we just beat. Then they went on a win streak. FCS, Arizona destroyed Washington State, destroyed Oregon State, whooped on BYU, whooped on New Mexico, barely beat Utah overtime win, barely beat Colorado, and lost to Arizona State by 1 point. And then beat USC 51-34. So we'll see how this goes. So let's get into this game. Injury report. So UCLA's quarterback is out. The right guard is out for 5 weeks, and the runner back is questionable. And Washington's right tackle is out for 9 weeks.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. We're expecting a good one in the Pac-12 today. Players going through their final paces before kickoff. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
One of them will take home the Pac-12 Championship trophy. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Washington ball, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback under center. Gets it to the running back. They'll get 3 yards. And then they give it to the running back again. He'll get stopped. Now 3rd and 10. Quarterback in shotgun. He throws it. Finds a wide open receiver for the touchdown. Washington's up now. Todd Lopez.
Here's just another notch in what's been an outstanding career.
2nd and goal. 2 yards for Ryan Vincent. Now 3rd and goal. The quarterback, Todd Lopez, gets sacked by Ray McDaniel. Now being 3rd and 7. 22 seconds left. Let's see what Todd Lopez and Washington can do. I don't know why they're letting the clock run. They could try and score as many points as possible with the time left.
He's on the run. They bring him down. It looks like the defensive end that got in there. Yes, it was.
And UCLA on 3rd and 6. Let's see what they do. They're going to give it to their running back. But he only gets 1 yard. They get stopped. 2nd and 3.
He's taken down around the 7-yard line.
3rd and 1.
Got the corner.
Touchdown. Another touchdown for Washington. It's 3rd and 2 for UCLA. Give it to their running back. And he'll get them the first, Matt Slaughter. They'll give it back to him. He'll get 8 yards. Now, option play. They give it to Matt Slaughter again on the outside. He's going to score the touchdown for UCLA. Running back Matt Slaughter on the touchdown.
Anticipating pass here. Brought down at the 7. And for Lopez, he stands on top.
Todd Lopez under center. He's running. He's just going to scramble. He tries to power in, but there's too many defenders.
4 yards on the scramble.
And they give it to Mario Dorsey, the receiver, and he's going to run in for a touchdown. 3rd and 7 for UCLA. Clark in the shotgun. He takes it. He's running, breaks a tackle, and he gets sacked. Sam Clark. And that's going to be the end for UCLA. And that's going to be your Pac-10 champs.
As we wrap this game up, Kirk, what final thoughts do you want to share?
Or Pac-12.
I think these guys came out here today and showed
Well,
that they are for
mean.
real. UCLA didn't think these guys would give them any trouble at all, but it ended up being more competition than they could handle. I think they overlooked this one, and it came back to haunt them.
And Todd Lopez, 533 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's going to win the Pac-10. I'm at the Pac-12. Their Pac-12 Championship. Next up, we got the ACC Championship. 9-3. Georgia Tech, the ranked 9th in the nation. 8-4. Clemson. This is going to be a game, man. Both of these teams got a lot of talent. I think I already showed Clemson's record earlier, so their schedule. So I could show Georgia Tech's. They started off, Arkansas State beat them, lost to Alabama in week 2. Then went on a huge winning streak all the way until they played Pitt. They lost to Pitt. And then they lost to us in the rivalry week. Let's get into this game, man. Injury report. So, Georgia Tech starting quarterback, D. Arnold, he's been out. He's going to be out for 5 weeks. So, he's probably going to miss pretty much the rest of the season. Their linebacker, Tyson, he's out. And their running back is out for the season. And for Clemson, their receiver, Ingram, is out.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Since the ACC expanded, it gave the team yet another goal to strive. A spot in the ACC Championship game. The showdown for a title is not far away. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
BC crown and be awarded an automatic BCS bid. It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
It's 3rd and 1. Sharp and Clemson looking to score. Let's see what Sharp does.
Quick throw to the tight
Throws it to his tight end. He gets the first. Now they're in a hurry up. First and goal. John Fine. He's going to get 2 yards. Second and goal. He's running. Jeff Sharp gets in for 3 yards. Touchdown, Clemson. Second and 6. See what Georgia Tech does. Running an option. He's running. Touchdown. Georgia Tech. Now 3rd and 9. Quarterback takes the snap. He throws it, and it's intercepted. Bad pass by Jeff Sharp. Clemson gets the ball back, and now they're in 1st and goal. He's running, scrambles, but he gets hit.
We got a change in the quarterback position. Gotta wonder how that's going to the quarterback in the gun.
Jeff Sharp's 2nd and goal. He throws it out of bounds. 3rd and goal. Jeff Sharp's jumps back. Gets a couple yards, but not enough for the touchdown. Clemson marches down, 1st and goal. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hikes it. It's a QB run. And he's running. And he's scrambling. And it's not enough. Now it's 2nd and goal. Another QB run. And he scores this time. Touchdown, Clemson. Now Georgia Tech has found their way downfield. But with their backups in, I don't know how well they'll do. He gets smacked. Josh Glover, the backup quarterback, gets smacked. 2nd and 9. Audible. They give it to 81. The receiver, Josh Martin, and he scores. 4th and 5, and Georgia Tech is going for it. He passes it, and they get the first. Now 3rd and 11. Josh Glover drops back. He throws it. Wide open receiver. First down, Lewis Bailey. 1st and goal. They're going to run an option. They get it to the back. 6 yards. 2nd and goal. They're going to pitch it to the back. And he's going to score the touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown of the day.
When Heisman voters are trying to decide who will get their support, they're going to be thinking about
2nd and goal for Clemson. Let's see what Jeff Sharp can do. He's going to give it to the running back, John Fine, for 3 yards. Now 3rd and goal. They give it to Fine again, and he's going to score the touchdown. Touchdown, Clemson. And Georgia Tech will throw an interception, giving Clemson another score. And John Fine is going to score another touchdown. And Clemson's going to come with this ACC Championship. They are your ACC champs.
Well, this one really could have gone either way. Georgia Tech played a good game out there, but they needed to make 1 or 2 more big plays.
Georgia Tech, honestly, bro, if they just had their starters and didn't have so many injuries, they would have won this game. I mean, their starting quarterback was an NFL prospect, and at the end of the season just gets injured. It's tough. Jeff Sharp ends this season with 300 yards, 3 touchdowns in the ACC Championship. And now Clemson's hosting the trophy. And now we got Big Ten. The Big Ten Championship is 10-2 Ohio State. We just saw their bowl game. They won. I mean, not bowl game, rivalry game. So now they're ranked 10th in the nation. And they're playing 9-3 Nebraska. Here's Nebraska's schedule. They started off 4-0, then they lost to Ohio State, then they whooped Penn State, lost to Michigan, went on another undefeated record, 1-2-3-4, and then lost to Iowa. And then, of course, we already know what happened to Ohio State. You know, they were on a big winning record, lost to Wisconsin, and then they went on a winning record again, whooping teams like Michigan State, Oregon, Penn State. Then they lost to Indiana 34-50. Then they beat Illinois, beat Purdue, and beat Michigan in overtime. going into this game, Ohio State has no injuries, while for Nebraska, their quarterback, S. Jones, he's out for the season. Their strong safety's out for a week. Left end's out for 4 weeks, and their left outside linebacker's questionable. So they've got some injuries they've got to battle. They want to win this SEC. I mean, not SEC, I'm tripping. Big Ten Championship. Even though Ohio State is the home team, they are going to be rocking the away colors just for this game.
Rose Bowl or bust. While other teams can go to other bowls, that's still the ultimate prize. Be the Big Ten champion. The Big Ten Championship game is coming up. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half.
Game underway, and you can be sure that each of these teams are ready to lay it all on the line. Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories.
3rd and 11. Jeff Horn in the pocket, and he's going to throw it to intercepted by Ohio State safety. Breaks 2 tackles.
His safety always seems to be in the right place at the...
We see Anderson, he's healthy again, but he's going to fumble the ball on a read option. Now it's 3rd and 10. Both teams are tied 7-7. Let's see what this quarterback does. He throws it. Receiver Lamar Brown's going to get the first for Nebraska. Josh Horn in the backfield. He's going to do an option. He's running, and he gets tackled for 3 yards. He's going to throw it. Finds open Tim Green for the touchdown.
You got to give each of these guys...
With the game at 31-21. See what Ohio State's going to do. Anderson, he's running, scrambling. He'll get a couple of yards in the shotgun. He hikes the ball. He's going to do another read option. This time for 2 yards. Nebraska was ready for it. Hike the ball. He gives it to Najee. Najee's going to get them the first. Option again. Anderson's running 8 yards. Hike the ball. The quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to rush for 14 yards this time. And he's going to have another QB keeper. QB in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. And he's going to keep it, and he's going to run. Touchdown, Derek Anderson. Ohio State. It's 3rd and 16, down by 3. Let's see what Ohio State does. And get it to Najee on the screen. And he loses 2 yards. Nebraska's going to score a touchdown, possibly in this game. 3rd and 10. Let's see what Anderson does. He throws it. Receiver only gets a yard. He drops back. In the last play, he takes a sack to end the game. They lost the Big Ten Championship.
And that's going to do it for a very entertaining shootout. Nebraska 41, Ohio State 28. As we finish up the broadcast, what do you have to say about how this game turned out, Kurt?
Well, this was shaping up to be a really close game, but they did what they had to do. Made some big plays and were able to pull away. Nebraska had a really tough matchup coming in, but they were prepared, motivated, and came away with a really solid win.
And Nebraska are your Big Ten champs for this season. John Horn, the backup quarterback, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns to win them this big game.
And for the Buckeyes, this loss will put a damper on what's been a great year.